Hello, everybody. Okay, we got a very special interview. I got Bonnie Deslop and Trudy Dempsey from the Art Amherstburg Society joining me here in the studio today talking all about the Art Walk coming up this summer. Hello to both of you. How you both doing today?
I'm fine.
Fantastic.
Great to see both of you. First time meeting Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. Very nice to meet you. Trudy's a returning guest. She's been on many times. We love having her. Who would like to start first, talking all about this art walk? I don't think I've been to the summer one. I've been to the one that's near the fall. It's like end of August, early September. I think
That was the first one.
Oh,
I've been to that one. So this summer one, I haven't been yet. What can someone like myself who's never been to this expect?
Well, you can expect all kinds of music, all kinds of artists. We have artists in the park. They're called plein air artists because they paint outside. We'll have a tour from Art Alley. You know where Art Alley is. We're going to have we're going to have a murals reveals. That's on Saturday and Sunday. Bonnie has something going. It's called Artists Unleashed, on an on-site tour. She'll tell you a little bit more about that because that's new this year. And we have a children's art contest, and something else that's new this year is a junior art crawl, and that'll be held on Sunday. And it's going to be a big event for parents and their kids.
Yeah, we'll get back to you, Trudy, in a little bit about how to get registered for that. Let's hear all about Art Unleashed.
Okay, so Art Unleashed was something we decided to add to the event this year. So what it's going to be is, it started with St. Andrews last year, wanted to be part of the art crawl, but they asked, I guess, too late in the day. So we reached out to them right at the beginning when we were having our talks and asked if they'd like to be part of the crawl this year. So they were thrilled. So they can accommodate up to about 20 artists in their building. So they're going to plan on having a variety of local artists right there. Hotel Story is going to have the artists of color with an exhibit. And then from there, we're going to go to various sites in town, and they will each have a featured artist or two there. So like the Gibson Gallery will have Marshall White there. Pink House Pottery is going to be part of the tour. They're going to be doing some sorts of demonstrations. The Park House Museum, the Tinsmiths, will be doing something. I believe the Freedom Museum is going to be offering an artist also. And so we're in talks with a couple other sites, but it's quite exciting. And then at the end of the tour, people will have a passport that they'll get stamped or initialed. And at the end of the tour, we'll have a draw for a prize if you've gone to the various sites.
Very nice. This obviously is involving painting and whatnot. Is there going to be pottery and other art as well?
That's the Pink House Pottery.
Yes.
J.P. Bondy has a studio there, and he teaches classes. So I just talked to JP again this week, and he confirmed that, yes, he'll be part of it. So he's going to have people throwing. There's a possibility, depending on weather, that he could be doing raku outside, which is always exciting. Okay. So we'll see how that unfolds.
Okay, that's the first time I heard of the Pink House Pottery. I didn't know if there was just only painting going on or they actually are making pottery. So it's kind of like the one there at the end of summer that I've been to. There's painting and pottery going on.
Maybe that's Art by the River.
Is that what I'm thinking of, Art by the River?
At the Fort Grounds?
Well, went back to the Gibson. That's where it ended.
No, that was the art crawl back in September,
that's
the very first year.
The very, very first one that you were at is, yes, it was started in Art Alley, and it went all around the streets and into the park. And it was a tour, of course, of all the reproduction paintings in the park, as well as the artists that were there. There was some music and some dancing, and it ended in at the Gibson Gallery, where they put on a little bit of a feast, and we had artists and everything going there. That was the first one you went to, and it was in September. And then a decision was made that we're going to try and be part of one weekend at open air, and that we would do our art crawl now in July. So we did it last year in July, and we're doing it this year in July.
Wonderful. See, I didn't make it last year.
Well, you have to make
I
it.
have to make it this year. When in July?
I think Richard Petty decided that we would be part of the art open air, and we kind of would sort of take over that weekend, and that we'd get more people come out, not just from Amherstburg, but from all over. Whereas I think the first one in September, we probably didn't have a lot of tourists. So we're going to be part of the tour. And that's one of our missions, is to be part of tourists coming to visit Amherstburg.
Explore Amherstburg. It's beautiful.
Yeah, explore Amherstburg, and be part of the art scene, all the arts, all the genres of art.
It's grown so much the last 2-3 years. So this is something exciting, the kids art, the contest there.
Yep.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank our major sponsor, Ever Young Homes, because they're the ones that are putting on Art Crawl. We have a children's art contest. There's 3 age categories: 6 to 9, 10 to 13, and 14 to 18. And you can enter online at artamherstburg.ca. Or, if you'd rather, you can pick up physical submission forms at the Gibson Gallery, 140 Richmond Street in Amherstburg, or at the River Bookshop, 67 Richmond Street in Amherstburg. It's a juried contest. Winners will move on to painting on a 2x2 panel, Why I Love My Hometown. That must be in by May 23rd. If you're dropping off, it has to be at the gallery, or it has to be by 4:30 on May 23rd, because for the gallery, it'll be closing soon. Then the work is specially coated and hung in our gallery for 1 year. And we also give out award certificates to the winners. So the winners would be, hopefully we'll get a good many people entering that. So we would give them a certificate for the ages first, second, and third, for the ages 6 to 9, and then 10 to 13, and then 14 to 18. And just the fact that they're in Art Alley, hanging almost like a mural in Art Alley, which is growing in, it's just really growing fast with the murals that are going in there. We'll be unveiling another mural. It'll be 2 or 1.
I think there's 3 or 4.
3 or 4, 3 or 4 murals in Art Alley. So it's going to be beautiful. It'll be a great day on Saturday.
Wonderful.
So I just wanted to say about the kids' art, why I love the kids' art. If you've gone there, Spencer, and looked in Art Alley and you see the kids' art, you would see how expressive they are and how fun they are. They're intrinsically drawn to be creative and expressive. They're unfiltered, and children look at the world differently than adults.
Do they ever?
They don't see and you know what? They're not even caring necessarily about the end product, because they're just into what they're doing. So I just love anything to do with the kids' art. That's just my thing. And also, we have a submission form for older people. It's for the plein air artists, and so those are artists that paint outside, and we're looking for 7 plein air artists to go into Navy Art Park. And all of our artists that are in my group, they will be paid $150. So we decided this year they deserve to be paid, and so they'll be paid $150. We also, for 2 days, and we also have specifically chosen artists that will be on Richmond Street under a tent, 4 to 5 of them. Everyone can sell their goods. It'll be kind of different artists, and they also paid $150 for 2 days. So
it sounds like it's going to be a great time.
We run from about 11 to 4.
Yeah. Well, as we wrap up here, is there anything that you would both like to add?
What I should have done is, when I was talking about Unleashed, is mention we do have a new sponsor. So
yes.
We'd like to
Shout 'em
welcome
out.
Sobeys for coming on board and sponsoring Unleashed this year.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sobeys.
If I could finish up with, we can't do this without our sponsors. So Hotel Story is a sponsor. They're our headquarters. Dan Gemis, he sponsors the musical performances. Sobeys is Artists Unleashed. And Amherstburg General Motors is sponsoring the Junior Art Crawl.
Wonderful.
And of course, your station is one of our partners. Yes, so we're happy to have you on board.
Well, it's our pleasure. We love this stuff. We really do. We had such a great time back in 2023. I don't know if I was out of town last year. That's why I missed it in July. So hopefully I'm going to be out of town in early July this year. So hopefully I won't miss it. Hopefully it'll be mid-July or late July.
If you promise to go to the art crawl,
yeah,
I'll buy you a T-shirt like this.
I will try my absolute best.
Large or large?
We'll go extra large to be safe. Trudy, Bonnie, thank you so much for coming in today and joining me talking all about the Art Walk coming up this summer. Thank you.
Thank you,
for having
Spencer.
us.